Okay, I'm going to briefly talk about the implications of special characters in directories and file names. So the first thing we're going to do is move in the Jolts Linux intro special characters directory. And if I do ls here, it looks like there's a text file data.june.txt with parentheses, maybe a directory hello, and a file goodbye.txt. If we use the -listing option, we see that hello isn't actually a directory and goodbye.txt a file. It's actually one file name that happens to have a space in it. So if I try to do something like this and look at the contents of that text file, I get this message: hello doesn't exist as a file or directory, etc. And that's because, remember, that space is used to denote different file names, different directories, etc. So how do I look at or do anything with a file that has a space in it? So if I use the tab completion, this will actually give us a hint. You'll notice that the tab completion includes the / character in front of the space. So this is a special escape character that tells the prompt that what's about to come is not a space that's separating file names, it's actually a space in the name of the file. So now I can actually see the contents of this file. The other thing you can do is enclose the file name in quotes to denote that it's all one file name instead of two different file names separated by a space. There are similar issues with parentheses. So you note when I do the tab completion, each of the parentheses is prefixed with that / character to denote that it's a parenthesis that's part of the file name and not something else. The other thing that you can do is use quotes in conjunction with tab completion. So I type the "s tab," it auto-completes, and then it will autocomplete and close the quotes for me if I want to refer to a file in another directory that has some of these special characters in it. The autocomplete will also just put in the /. So this can get a little tricky to look at because I have a combination of backslashes, which is the path separator on Linux, and I also have /, which are the special escape characters for parentheses, spaces, etc. So in general, most people will try to avoid these special characters because it tends to lead to extra typing, and they will typically replace spaces with underscores or something like that.